Nerd Soul.
Lay Ill Kid at one yourself holding it down, bringing that street geek and nerd. So what is up, my people? Today we got Anime's team up doing our thing. Yo, go on and hit that like button, subscribe, all that good stuff because we got Coop in the building. What's up?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Right.
Who's listening on www.blurtish.com?
That's right.
Check us out. Hopefully, we got some other stuff coming. We've been hitting you with the anime lately because we can't help it. We love it. Hopefully, we'll have a Guardians of the Galaxy coming soon, and hopefully, some stories about Mark's new endeavor.
Ah, that's right. Mark Dub, you up in the building. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's Mark Dub, Heart Man, half amazing, spicy like that Creole, not that Cajun. How y'all doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But I'm about to get that Creole. Well, I don't know. I might be able to get some Creole. I'm gonna
Oh
be
no,
getting
you
some Creole.
definitely.
You know
Oh,
what
you
I'm
about to
saying?
get up? You boy, look, when you down here, man, we gonna show you what it is, man.
That's what I'm
We got
talking.
some
You know what I'm
great
saying?
great places lined up for you.
Hey, bro, they got new ones opening. Even got a black-owned wing place out of Lafayette. Just touched down in Baton Rouge. I gotta go soon, and they in a very high-quality area of town.
You know what? I'm a holler. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna reach out to Brandy B Harris and see if she can roll through Mid City. I'm gonna reach out. I'm gonna
Is
see
that
what's up.
Love 225?
Yep. You know what I'm saying? I'll be getting my learn on.
In
You know
fact,
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? I don't watch enough local news just because, forgive me, folks. I just be in my own world sometimes. I read, but definitely, good idea. Reach
You
out to
know,
her for the Mid City Microcon. Get her involved if you can.
I'm gonna
You
see. I'm
know,
gonna see what's up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna holler at her.
put
Be like,
put
yo, what's up?
that media pass training to work, Mike.
So with that said, let's go on and get started with a show that I am so happy we got back. You know what I'm saying? I was a little upset with it, but I'm glad we back. And I'm gonna have to throw it to your man Tanjiro. That's right, Tanjiro. No, matter of fact, I'm gonna give Tanjiro the MVP. But when he gets up, he's gonna start crying and he's gonna say, you know what, Nezuko, you the real MVP. All right, because in this episode, not the one y'all probably watching today, but in this the thank you Taquito episode. Oh, Nezuko, yo, she be coming through in the clutch.
Man,
Like she
Indeed,
is
do.
she
does she?
is she LeBron James?
I mean,
She's very, very clutch.
she's more like
Yeah, she's on
she's
another
more
level.
like the Vinny Johnson, the microwave. So she can't play the whole game. She got to come out only in certain parts. But when she heats up, literally, because she shoots fire out of her hands, she's on it.
Mm.
Dog, that was such a dope metaphor that it dates the hell out you know. It make you old.
I know, folks.
That was a
Young
dope one.
people, please
That was
look
a
up
dope
Vinny
one. I love it.
Johnson. I mean,
Yo,
or
look, being old is good, man. There's only one alternative,
I
y'all.
can't even come up with a younger one because if I say hibachi, that's still what 15 years ago.
Uh,
Like hibachi.
yo, she look. Whenever the chips are down, and matter of fact, with Nezuko, you don't never even have to ask her nothing. You don't have to be like,
Hey, you
Nezuko,
don't have to
please
look for
help
her. She
or
right
nothing.
there.
Yeah, she knows
I mean,
exact. She like, look, she know how to step in and get busy.
she got the demon sixth sense, the demon sense, I guess. You know when her brother about to get mollywopped a little bit, I mean, and then people can't say it's like it's helping them out because I mean it ain't fair what these demons doing. So she just like, look, I'm the equalizer. Come on.
Yep, you know what I'm saying? Just eat, because I mean, you got what six or seven demons running around. Well, I guess even more if you want to start counting the pot demon and all his little minions he done made.
I
So
mean,
like
yeah.
you got pandemonium, all right, all throughout the village. Nezuko, she come in, she don't ask, you know what I'm saying? She don't ask for no, clarification. She like, look, I know who evil. She jump out here and get busy. And then even when it seems like, oh snap, they got her. Oh man, dude, the what is it, the joyous demon or whatever, like kicked her in the stomach or something. She was like, fool, that ain't enough. What you thought you hurt me? I don't
Yeah,
get
like
this healing factor.
I heal really fast and really violent. When
Yo,
I come back with a vengeance.
she
Yeah, look,
kicked
I'm
dude.
healed, but you gonna burn.
Yo, she kicked
Oh
dude
boy was like,
all
"What
up
an
in his chin.
insolent demon magic art!" When her fire started burning, he was like,
This is
"What
how
an
you know
insolent art!"
she's very strong. Like I think I mean, she pretty much I think is the power of at least of a probably lower upper moon. She probably ain't in like the
Mm.
top 3 or 2, but she's in the upper moon because basically whatever her demon art is, it hurts them a lot. Like they can't.
Yeah.
It's hard for them to get it off of them. They were
Yeah,
like,
because
every time somebody fight her,
he couldn't just dispel that.
no,
Like, he was
was
just
like-
burning.
get this off of me. It was actually better for him to get cut and to regenerate.
And then
'Cause I
that dude got hit with the leaf. So she not only does she come in with the clutch, fills in wherever she needs, she picks up the weapons that she ain't even dealt with before and knows how to use them properly. Yo, Nezuko, look, girl,
Well-
look, I thought you was bad at the end of last season, but girl, look, you come through.
Well, I don't want to give, since I know y'all say I'm bad about spoilers. That's subjective. However, I did do a little reading. This is not a spoiler. This is after the fact. The fact, reading into the upper moon. Basically, if somebody pick up his leaf, he does have some weaknesses. If you pick up his leaf, you can use it. So it's just whoever grabs it, and the electricity cannot pass through his own body. So if you grab a piece of his body, you can shield yourself.
Yeah, because we saw old boy Tanjiro come through with that. He was like, oh snap. He using the other person's board, the other split off piece for me. So he was like, oh snap. We might have a problem on our hands. And you know what I'm saying? Bakugo. I'm calling Bakugo. I'm gonna figure out his real name. In the chat, you
I think
let us
it's
know.
it's with a G.
Ginty Getsugo or
Gayuka
something.
Sugargawa. It's learn the name. It'll be the one. It's the name of the man who will
For
kill you.
For purposes of this thing, we'll just say the angry demon slayer Bakugo Jr. Until we
Call him
fix it.
BK Jr.
Baby
Oh, wow.
Bakugo over here. You know what I'm saying? What is it? Genya. That's his name.
Genya.
Yes.
Yeah, man, we ain't giving no Burger King at free endorsements. Oh no, they took away from me when I was young.
So Genya, you know, look, and it's weird because you got the part of the demon, the one that's like sorrow or sad. He's like, oh man, you know, I don't want to kill him, but I guess I had to go and kill him. You know what I'm saying? He not only was like, ha ha, let me go in and pray real quick. Dear Lord, please bless these souls which I'm about to take out in Jesus' name. All right, well, he ain't say that part.
I
but
don't
still,
think he was. I don't think he was praying to Christianity. I don't know what that was.
but whatever he was praying to, he was praying, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, Heavenly Father or Demonly Father, whatever it was. He was like, please help me.
I
to
think he
whoop
was
this
praying
hat."
to. Probably a Buddhist. I don't know. Probably a Buddhist. So
But whatever he was praying for ill speed, strength, and mad slice powers. All right, even though it didn't work out perfectly, but we do get to see that Genya, all right, he stepped up. And I do like to see the incorporation of the gun, you know what I'm saying? Because when he shot at the not the fear one, maybe it is the fear one, the one with the electricity. He was like, "Whoa, what was that?" He was like, "Hey, oh, this is something new." And
Right. That's the
right.
first time I saw that joint too. I like, yeah, he got blessed bullets.
Yeah,
Hit
that's
him with
right.
the
You know what I'm
shells.
saying? You know what I'm saying? You gotta get your gunpowder together. You know, bless it or something. You know, just pack it in. I guess the swordsmiths do that too. I don't know. Who knows?
It basically, from what they said, that is the same material made out of the swords that he's shooting. So that's why he can't actually cut them.
Nishirin swords and Nishirin bullets.
Yep.
Yo, look, he was busting out. I was like, that's what I'm talking about right here. And he got the shotty and the sword. I'm like, yo, look, we good. Yes, we have an overwhelming issue right now, but we good because we got Takedo on the way back. All right, we got tag. What is her name? The painter, the girl that got, you know what I'm saying, the girl that got all the girls out.
The Love Hashira.
Yeah, love
I
Hashira.
love Hashira.
Let's just say Love Hashira. You know, she's
Mhm.
very easy to notice. But
Yeah, isn't it? But
Very
her name is Mitsuri
okay, Miss Suri.
Kanroji, but I'll just say Mitsuri. Love Hashira. Yeah,
Love
she got she got the curls out with a better sales pitch than the Girl Scouts. So all I'm saying is like she's not hard to notice. But she coming in
Not
the
at all.
game. So she about to sub in on the next episode, I assume. She about to sub in.
One,
You got
you
Taquito
know,
coming through.
I hate to ask
heading back.
this,
Oh, go ahead.
but this is what maybe Mike, you finally got to me. Of something, a slight inconsistency. I don't know why my brain picked up. She said like when she was running back, she says, "Oh, I'm stationed nearby." Blah blah blah. I thought nobody. I guess nobody's supposed to know, but how does she know to go back? But maybe she just knows. I know they ain't no big factor.
Well,
but
they did start banging the drums, and the bird was telling her. So I
okay.
assume maybe one of the birds came and got her.
You're right. You
And-
know what?
And since they don't know where the Swordsmith village is,
But if
maybe
you
she
hear
was always
drums-
stationed there, but she just never knew where the village was.
And I guess you're right. If you hear a war going on with drums and fire, and your bird friend probably gotta know a little bit, or they can, a bird can probably figure it out. So it may, never mind. So it's just like a small little nit, but it was like, you know what? I don't care. Okay, she teleported in like Goku. Yeah, I mentioned his name. I just ready
Yep.
for her to put that sword on him.
Yeah, because I
can't wait to
assume
see.
that it seems like the birds are sort of like their kind of communication tool. So I assume since the bird was with her, kind of like telling her what was going on, I assume the bird went and got her and was like, "Yo, it's popping off. We need you." And then she came back. And then I gotta talk about the Swordsmith Village though. Okay, if you do all this work to stay hidden, should you not have an elite security force just in case you are found? Like, and I'm not saying you got to have 1 million soldiers, but say like a solid 10 to 20, you know what I'm saying? That are just there just in case. Because y'all sitting there looking like farmers with like, with pitchforks or something trying to fend
Well-
off. Like, y'all weren't looking good, man. I was
They
like,
can't. They got no hands. I admit that
Yeah.
probably is another nit that could be like, "Ooh, they can't fight." All I can guess is that if you are good with a sword, you need to go actually fight the other demons. And then there's always that thing where, what if a demon slayer got corrupted, and you can't know everything. You know what I'm saying? You
Mm.
can't even know where the master live at unless you're kind of a Hashira. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I cut, segregation of duties. So I'm
'Cause
actually kind of okay with it, but yeah, they need somebody there.
Because if
Bro,
I was
it is
if I
crazy
was
that no one can fight. And I mean,
yeah,
I don't know. To me, if I saw that demon and I had I was making swords, I would want to knock that bowl off his head. That would make sense to me. I mean,
the
getting the
little
hell out
boy-
of Dodge City would be number one.
yeah,
If he was in, the only way that demon was gonna catch me is if he had a Corvette, cause he ain't beating me in a foot race. He got 4 of them, and I'm still gonna ghost him. And
I mean,
he is the wrecking ball with legs for real.
I guess us who's a little outside looking in, we're like, obviously, and if you play the video game, the pot is a weak point. But if you just like there and you just a dude who makes swords and you're a little kid and you wear a mask all the time, this ain't your level yet. You
This
might
is the
not
way.
can handle it. You just don't know.
yeah. Because
Like-
I was thinking, when I saw them kind of getting beat up and thrown around, I was like, hey, if they go through all this like trouble to make sure that they stay hidden, why don't they have at least like a little security force just in case they are found? And not saying that they have to have, once again, like 1 million soldiers, but maybe like a solid 10 people. They don't have to be Hashira level, but like a solid 10 that are like,
I
okay,
actually,
a solid 10 that can at least get
I'm
down,
gonna
maybe like on
actually agree.
Genya's level.
I'm actually gonna disagree. I think they needed a swordsmith Hashira to
Ah.
be there. They need to live there per.
They need somebody who get them dogs off you, man.
Yeah. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Just in case, like there will be someone there as a security force, and then 2 birds that stay there literally. All your only job is to, if something ever hits the fan, y'all fly out as fast as possible and alert everybody. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Now, of
Or
course, it's like security. I mean, it's like insurance. You ain't going to use it, but maybe once every 10, 15, 20 years. But when you need
okay,
it,
and let's say if you
you know what I'm
don't
saying,
have
you need it.
a swordsmith Hashira there, you know what I like to see instead of pitchforks, whatever. If y'all could build the shotgun, like cannons are possible at this time. I want to see some
yeah.
I want to see some rifles. I want to see some like because they can build it, so it can be built.
Yeah, so they can
They
be.
need
They
to
could
have
be like
shotgun.
weapons masters
They
where
need
they
to
have
have
like little
more
bombs and stuff.
ranging bombs, fire bombs, paper bombs, something like
You
that.
know, holy water or
Because,
something.
like y'all said, if this is the artillery base, the base of the whole, like this operation, without them, it kind of stops unless your sword ain't gonna break ever again. So you kind of need these folks. They need to have more artillery, as y'all said before.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
expect to see more guns and more bombs. Maybe it's coming. Maybe those are just like the dudes like let's just do something. We ain't used to fighting, but it's like you should have.
No, we gotta have something because these new demons, man, they something different, man.
Yeah,
Ugh.
man, the splitting in half over and over. Now we did get to see that after a certain point, the splits do start to diminish in, I guess, power or quality. So that's a good thing. But
Well, I wouldn't even say they diminish in power. They just get a specific weakness. Like they can still mess you up.
well, when they were screaming in his
Oh, no,
face,
no.
he said that they were weaker. So I was like, cool. I was like, finally.
Right, just a little bit weaker.
just a smidge
Oh, yeah.
weaker. It's more like a weak.
Yeah, they still
like
they will still
tear you
they
a
will still
little
beat
from
you
little.
down. But you know what? Tanjiro is tough, man. Like when he had split them down to they were just pretty much the claw with the
Yeah.
tongue and stuff. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I can deal with these."
Basically,
Like
they
this-
can't split past 4 to a full level. Like the 4 is it, kinda sorta. They might be another form coming that don't split but reemerge, possibly. But the small ones, yeah, he can't split no more to keep multiplying like multi-man or something from the X-Men. But if 4 is enough of this guy, like, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
he-
weird
Because
emotions.
all 4 of his iterations ain't none of them playing. They all heavy hitters.
all
Yeah,
with
the only
weird-
one is maybe Sorrow that I mean, he's still gonna kill you, but at least he's gonna feel bad about it.
Is Sorrow, and let's just keep it real. Is Sorrow really trying right now? I don't think he done I think he just like, you know what, I'm gonna use my hands, I'm gonna get this over with. I'm sorry I have to kill you, blah blah blah. But what if Sorrow becomes regrets or with mixed in a little bit of anger? I don't know.
Okay,
What
okay.
if what if he's
I mean,
he's
anger is anger. And
anger is anger, but sorrow or whatever, how deep is his sorrow? Like we ain't see
Ah.
much from Sorrow.
he just
Yeah, we
sad,
we
man.
saw
He's a
him.
sad little,
And
he's
to
a
be
sad
honest,
little boy.
we only saw them at their split, but they kind of was cocky, like, "Oh, we about to run it." You know, there's always a form 2 and a form 3 with these guys. So if
Oh,
he can
yeah.
split the 4, maybe each level can add a different little extra gear. He is
Yeah.
a upper moon for a reason. So I expect
It
him to
might be a
more.
problem. Yeah, I feel you. It might be a problem.
Yeah, they kind of like, all right, you punched us in the mouth. Oh, and remember, look how they say when they say, "Oh, y'all kind of special, right?" Okay, yeah, all right, we got something for you. And then
It's like, oh, y'all can play. Oh, okay,
y'all,
cool,
we
cool.
can play. Like the dude with joy, he was happy. He was like, all right, let me splat them to the ground, like full gravity. It's like knocked it,
Yo.
had them looking like deceased Pokemon out there with the eyes.
But I
with
think
swirling.
we're gonna be good with the new episode that comes out today. Because Taquito's on his way back. All right, so we're gonna have Taquito in the spot. He's a straight up Hashira. We got Love Hashira coming. You know
So
what
we
I'm
got
saying?
2 Hashiras coming to save the day because they need it.
And we
They
got
need it.
Tanjiro, who's gonna be a Hashira probably sooner or
Hey,
later.
love is in need of love today. Bring your
Like,
girl.
Yo, Mitsuri
Hurry up.
gonna come through. But I am truly pleased with what we got now. We got, especially with Nezuko coming through like she did, man. Like, look, Nezuko done got kicked through the stomach, electrocuted, all kinds of stuff. She still holds it down. Like, you can't beat my girl, man. She is the MVP. I gotta give me some Nezuko figures, like stat.
Hey man, I'm tempted. There's a Nezuko Bank. I love the character enough that I'm willing to. I might get a Nezuko, like a little mini, like it's like a little chibi sized bank that you can get off of Amazon. Yeah, I said Amazon, but
What's
you
wrong with
know,
Amazon?
I
Don't be
I
hating.
just don't like. I personally don't like to give nobody who ain't paying me, who got all this money, shout out. But if you like Nezuko, it is there. But it's so cute, and I would like to put it on my table because people, I love when I'm doing an event. The little girls love Nezuko. Like everybody loves Nezuko. People love Tanjiro. I think they one and one. I think you see as many
Yeah,
Nezuko's as you see Tanjiros.
because
Maybe more
Nezuko,
so.
like she, this problem came on her from no fault of her own, and you see her. She's not trying to be like, well, just give up on me. She's sticking beside her brother. You know what I'm saying? And she got hands, yo. She got hands.
Yo,
She ain't got no weapons. It's just straight up hand.
she is straight using taijutsu.
Yo,
Like
she.
Rock Lee out here, man.
Yup. Yo,
Well,
look.
she do use a little fire bomb, but she
Well,
will
yeah,
kick
that's
you
true.
first. She will
Yeah,
kick. She's
she
got to
gonna
kick
do
you.
that aerial spin kick like mad hard. So
Like,
I gotta give it to like Nezuko. She impressed me today. You know what I'm saying?
and
She
can I just?
impressed me
It's something you
in
said
so many ways.
that I like, and I hate to go on a rabbit hole just a smidge. You know what you said? Did she support her brother and she love her family? If this was a
Mhm.
CW show, oh my god, it'd be at least
Oh,
5 episodes of her blaming Tanjiro for not being there, or you made me, you help me do this. It was like the whatever in the West, they would drag this out, and I'm all
bruh.
for sometimes making things longer than it need to be. I get it, and I hate to throw shout out to the people who doing the strike, the writer strike, but I get it. Get your paper, but if y'all could get y'all paper based on not dragging stuff out and that sometimes dodgy 26 episode thing, like I'm never going back to a 26 episode series unless it's anime. If it's American or Western, it better be good.
Or do
It
or
better
do
be
what
good.
or do what pretty much the best season of Agents of Shield did. Where they had 26 episodes, but it was kind of like 3 stories inside of that 26 episodes. So really you kind of got like 3 short seasons inside of one big season.
I'm fine with
Because
that.
trying
But
to
just,
drag out one story along 26 episodes, like, bruh, this is 20,
it,
well, not 26 hours. It's probably after commercials, probably like maybe like 18
it's
hours, but that's still a
still
lot for
the
one story.
I
It's like, wrap it
still
up.
look at the Flash. I remember when the Flash just broke me. And Flash and Arrow, I'm just like, I can't do no more. I don't care.
Yeah.
If I do watch it, I'm gonna watch this stuff at the end of the season. It is, but I don't even watch it at lunch. Anime is completely 95% taking over my lunchtime watching, just because I saved the good premium stuff. Shout out to Mark and Count for telling me about Rap-ish. Since we
Mm.
on, love that show. That's why I watched it. But anyway, I'm just saying, like, I appreciate her, like, how they show sibling love, family love to each other, and I wish more shows would kind of get to this. Like, and I ain't saying don't skip over character development and all that, but if they're family, even if they adopt a family, a lot of shows don't know how to show families give a ish about each other. Just like kind of
Well,
yeah.
it's because Hollywood writing or American writing in general doesn't know how to write or doesn't want to write a solid, well-oiled functioning family. You know what I'm saying? It's always got to be some kind of unnecessary drama or trumped up anger or angst or whatever. It's just
and and look, and I'll go another rabbit hole. So far, I love that Bel Air hasn't made it. They bounced back, but I can see where the cracks gonna come in. It's probably gonna be a good TV because they doing great. But it's like, oh, here we go. I knew the predictions were coming. I'm still gonna say that for the pod because I know me, Mark, and other people we haven't reviewed it yet. But it's like you see where the family crack's about to come. It's like if y'all family just talk a little bit more, Like Nezuko can't even talk. She talked to her brother through dreams and his made up hallucinations, and they get it. You know what I'm saying? I know this is anime, and I know it has to be extra dramatic where she's like, "Dear brother, feel okay," but it's still getting through. You know, it's whatever. If it's going through a dream or through telepathic messages, however she got to talk to them, communicate. She know that they are fine, and that's why I say, I know, I appreciate seeing Tanjiro just talking to his sister who is nonverbal at this point. Who I'm a father of a nonverbal child. He's going out his way to communicate to her to still show that he care. Even braiding her hair, be like, and gets it, and just she'll acknowledge and and it's like, I do appreciate those moments. They are special for me.
And then also on the flip, you see when he first got carried away from the, I think this is the, can't remember which one that was. Was it the Joy one? I can't remember who he got grabbed and like carried away from. You saw Nezuko want to like go to him, and he was like, nah, you good. Stay with, you know what I'm saying? Stay with Genya. I got this.
Stay with BK Jr.
All right, so before we move on, I did want to say real quick, this is what y'all need to do. Learn from this season. Season 4 of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. The first 8 episodes were about Ghost Rider. Then they tied into the next 7 episodes were about the life model Decoy. And then the final 7 episodes were about the what if virtual reality world that they were in, where they finally returned from. So they took 26 episodes, but they broke it up into 3 smaller stories. So you don't just, that was 22 episodes, sorry. So with 22 episodes, they broke it up into 3 smaller stories. So you weren't just dragging out the same exact thing for 22 episodes.
And they marketed it as like 3 different arcs. So I do remember that. I was kind of done with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I kind of popped my head in, pop out, you know.
That's their best season.
Yeah, like I did watch the whole, I watched all of the Ghost Rider part. That was like the last thing I watched, which was pretty good.
Season 4 is solid. Outside of season 4, you're on your own. But season 4 is solid. I'll give season 4 its props.
I always felt like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it had moments that I enjoyed, but I didn't really enjoy it overall.
Yeah.
But I'll say this. What they did is what anime has adopted. Like a lot of the new anime, they do the cores where they'll break it up. Like it's really one season, but it's 13 and 13. They might take a break. And then, you know, I know it mess up the coding where it might look like a season, but
yeah, because you'll be like, hold up, so is this season 2 or 3?
Yeah, honestly, they'll be like it's season 2, then all of a sudden it'll snap back and it's season 1. Like Witch and Mercury, you know, that's still season 1 technically, but it's like it's season 1, season 2. It doesn't matter. It's dope. We can figure that out, the semantics later. But it's more like
it's just hard when you're trying to follow it. Like say if you're trying to watch it and you don't, like say if you're not watching it week to week, if you're from behind and try to catch, you're like, hold up, so have I seen this already? Like, I don't know. Is this a real season? Like,
and shout out to the people who know how to I seen it. You probably seen it too. The people who can translate what season is what from all the platforms that an anime will pop up on. Shout out to y'all, cause y'all the MVP. Cause they'll be like,
y'all be helping the brother. Y'all be helping the brother like kind of figure out what I'm watching and what the story is.
So if you follow, so folks who are new to anime or manga or whatever, it's very important to know what arc is what. Don't matter the season, just figure out the arcs, know what is in the progression and in the chronological order. The seasons are not, they're getting better with that. They have gotten better with that, but it's between streaming and who owns what rights. Netflix will make everything a new season if they get their hands on it. It's not necessarily a new season. so it just depends. And
Word.
Between Hulu and Netflix, you're gonna be confused.
Now, I want to take a quick break before we go on to the next show to give a little bit of love to some anime-ish styles. There's a series that I've been watching, you know, just going back, you know, enjoying it, and it definitely has the anime flavor, and it's black, and it's Show Enough everything you need. And I'm talking about Black Dynamite. Black Dynamite is hilarious. It's well drawn. It's like an alt history comedy, but with some action in there. It's voiced by the original cast of the Black Dynamite live action show, and with a whole bunch of people that came through and came over basically from Boondocks. It's quality. It's top quality. It's premium. Don't sleep. Now, I mean, I know there's a lot of people that might not like it because it's Black Dynamite and there ain't no white lead characters and ain't no
Yeah,
like
you
white
ain't
people
gotta like it. I loved it.
leading
I'll
the
be
show.
honest.
The Jackson 5 episode, like the first one.
Yo, Jackson
I
5
was
is
like,
classic.
yo, they are wild as shit.
Mark done said, heard me say this, like, I do like it, but I didn't like all of it all the time. But you know what I would like? I would like it to come back in like 90-minute increments as in like movies. I wish they can do that. I don't know if I need a whole season, but I would like it to continue because it's Black Dynamite. It can continue because, like you say, he did the whole voice. They do the voice quality, the voice acting of it from the whole cast. So we know there's probably never going to be another Black Dynamite movie. And for one, everybody's a little bit older now, so it's a little bit hard to do that movie again. And they had to still finance it, and this is a bad financing environment. But shout out to them. Hopefully, what I am looking forward to is the Outlaw Johnny Black. So I hope that it's supposed to be finally coming. It's made. It's made.
Yeah,
but,
it's made. We got a trailer.
The behind the scene business garbage. Like if they turn that into anime or anime-ish, we celebrate all animation here. But I would love to see that continue too, because it's the it is the sequel to Black Dynamite. But the show was good. I think it suffered a little bit of the Boondocks season 3 type of stuff. It just got out of hand. Like I wish they would have reined it in just a smidge. Not for the jokes, but it just got a little corny to me. Some of it got a little corny to me. But it looks beautiful. Looks beautiful.
Word.
You can't ask for better animation than what they gave to this guy.
That stuff was on point, man. The thing has me rolling. I've been watching it back. The Michael Jackson episode.
Oh, that was crazy.
The taxes episode.
When
what I'm saying,
that
with
one, I
Richard
was like,
Pryor.
Yo,
I think I love the shark episode or the beach episode.
Oh yeah,
because he couldn't. I think he couldn't swim, but he was like he couldn't swim, but he could run on water because he keep himself from drowning.
Yeah, because he was like doing pelvic thrust to like swim across the water. So he was like sweet, and like just pumping across the water. No, it's stupid, but it's like straight hilarious.
It's like
the art style is crazy. Shouts out to Carl Jones. I remember when it premiered in LA, I had a chance to go. I went and saw it. Parking was terrible. I remember that, but I saw it and I got a poster from the event. But Carl Jones, super cool. Carl Jones needs to be doing more animated shows.
Like I said.
But I know how it is when it comes to, the chances we get. They even talked about it in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We only get like maybe one, possibly two chances, while other people that make animated shows, they just get to
I'll say this,
create over and over and over again. But
and folks, y'all who, even though if I don't not say I'm as big on it, but you know what I did do? I DVD'd it, I watched it, I gave it a play. I am for giving black shows play, even if I don't necessarily it's the best thing, but if I see my friends like here really love it, I want them to continue. I want black creators to keep their shows going on. I'm going to give it, I will go out my way to give it some type of view or something. So I just want to throw that caveat in there. Like I think it should come back. The form I would like it to come back in, if and I love Venture Brothers. I love Venture Brothers. I still got to finish that.
And see, I've never watched that.
And see, I love Venture
Oh
Brothers.
my goodness, Mike. Hey man, Venture Brothers is a ride, bro.
But I
love
say
Venture
this,
Brothers.
and the reason why I bring up Venture Brothers because when people start talking about Adult Swim and Toonami, they talk about like them like their classmates and their graduating class. Venture Brothers was like the elder statesman or elder student to Black Dynamite when it came in. It was like 2, 3, 4 years ahead, but they eventually wound up on the same time slot. with new seasons, blah blah blah. So they kind of attended college together, if you will. I feel like Venture Brothers can come back with a movie, but I know Venture Brothers do have that weird cult following. I'm a part of it to some degree, like Rick and Morty. It ain't got a Rick and Morty levels, but it got a lot of people will flow to it. I still think that can work for Black Dynamite. 90-minute movie. Oh, give us our movies. Give us our movies where Black Dynamite go fight, I don't know, mutant lizard man out of New Orleans. I don't know. Black Dynamite go fight on the moon. Black Dynamite go fight racist. Just I don't know, just whatever. Just let him go kick somebody in the head for an hour at least once a year. And I think it can work. At least once a year. Like, give him a movie every year. And keep Michael Jai White deserve to let him do more voices, y'all. If he don't do movies, that he can voice this character to infinity. So
true.
You know, movies definitely the way to go. If he was an anime
can play
character,
that character for infinity.
that too. But I mean, he had
I figured there's some rights issues with that because we got the animated series, but we never got another movie. So
it's probably
I don't know.
I think he had to finance it himself, and then he had to shop it and distribute. He had to go the hard way with it, and it probably was an easier environment for when he did it, and it still didn't pop right out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like now
we never get the promotion and all that stuff we supposed to get.
Like
we never get the funding and the financing. Like, you know what I'm saying? People want to do Fire Festival, you know what I'm saying? They get all the money they want.
Like,
you want to
for Black Dynamite to get that push, somebody like, I hate to say it, like Tyler Perry, Issa Rae, Spike Lee has to like put some juice behind it to get this shopped fast. Like it's no reason Johnny Black I get why Johnny Black delayed because COVID was real, as we was talking offline. So it would have flopped in 2020, 21, maybe even 2020, early 2022. But now it's like, I think the distribution's coming. I think it's gonna get like a limited theater run, and then I think it's gonna hit streaming and stuff pretty fast from what I've been hearing.
Yeah, I mean, they even got like Renfield and like Dungeons and Dragons is already out for purchase. So like that stuff be coming fast.
Renfield had no choice.
Oh, that's cold.
When you make $7 million, yeah, I'm sorry, Nicolas Cage. Not sorry, fake Athena, but but,
Yeah, I'm not watching nothing with her in it, so
I'll watch it. Let's just say on Catvision, y'all ain't gonna get no stats.
Yeah,
I might
ain't gonna get no purchases from y'all.
Only reason I'm gonna see it. Shout out to James, to our homie Jay of the Bear and the Beard. He gave it a review. I'm gonna watch his review. If you want to see a review, go check out my homie Jay on the Bear and the Beard podcast. And I might watch it just because it's shot in New Orleans.
Nice.
It is a New Orleans movie.
Nice. That's what's up. So it's good. So, all right, that's my appreciation post. You know what I'm saying? Just wanted to get some love. Shouts out to the homies out there. Getting their Black Dynamite on.
Bring Black Dynamite back. More movies, even if it's animated or not.
Yes. So, I want to take y'all to a nice little vacation spot, a paradise, if you will. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't nothing like paradise. Ain't nothing like paradise, Mike.
Hell's paradise.
I'm caught up as of this morning.
He got caught up this morning. I told him. I said, bruh. I said, the
Hell's
ending.
paradise.
Oh my God. Bruh.
I love it.
This show gets better and better, and it gets weirder and weirder. And like I say, it's Lost, man. And now it's Lost plus Suicide Squad. Now I don't know where they going.
Plus Gilligan's Island.
It's just
all right. I'm gonna set it off with this: never, ever, ever trust a Kunoichi. Homegirl was literally. He was like, "Yo, remember you said you was gonna help?" She was like, "Go, he's our man. If he can't do it, like she."
Go, Gabby Maru. Go, Gabby Maru. And she did it. She really was cheerleading with her little knives, like.
Yeah, she was like, go, you can do it.
However, though, there is something in that little speech that still makes me wonder about old boy. Because for one, I don't know why she had to throw knives on him like that. but I just feel like he just let it happen. Cause she said something, she like, huh? Oh, you wanna go help your teammate, your student, but you ain't really like that, are you? I don't know where that came in. She
Yeah,
knows something that we don't know yet.
yeah, because that was one of the things that she was like, you ain't really, you ain't. So
Like you
I
ain't
wonder-
fooling me.
maybe he's kind of like a, I guess what would be considered like sort of like a dirty cop or something like that, because she definitely made sure to get that line in about him
Yeah, that
kind of like not being that type of person to help out.
that was some pertinent stuff in midst of her being a little a-hole, which it was a funny, witty moment. Cause I love how Gabby Maru looked at her. He's just like, oh,
He's
he was like, you are
kidding me,
useless.
right?
Like, you boy, like you just cause you ain't get what you wanted right away. You about to throw me to the wolves.
And I'm trying to figure out. I know we had our flashbacks, but I'm like, how are you a criminal? Like, you don't do nothing. Like, what is it like? I mean, you
talking about her?
Yeah, or unless she just holding back all her extra skills. 'Cause I know
She kind of had that. We don't know how true it is, but she kind of had that sequence where she talked about, when she met Gabby Maru, but she was talking about how what she was doing. I know it was done as a joke, but some of that is some truth laid in, a lot of lie. Like don't get it twisted. You saw what she did for the prelims to get on this island. She was knocking people off.
Yeah.
So she's a criminal, but you just ain't
so
gonna
it's
know her stuff to the end.
I'm like, what is she? I'm like, man, I don't know what her deal is.
In fact, I'm gonna go a step further. I do think the one thing that was true when she said my sister is sick and this has the cure to it. I think that's it. I think she let herself get caught. I wouldn't be surprised she overheard this and got herself caught. Do you think she just get caught like this? I think she's as good as Gabby Maru. Maybe not as strong, but she definitely is sneaky and crafty, and intelligence.
Yeah, she's definitely
gathering is her thing.
Yeah, she's definitely very kind of like manipulative and very snake-like, and I think that's kind of what will kind of drive her character.
Mark, don't start, man. Don't start. Don't start. Don't put that on. Don't put that out there. But and I'll go to say this: maybe not every single executioner and criminal, but there's something relative to some of these pairing. Because she figured him out quick, and he's into intelligence, she's into intelligence, and they both might have some snakish qualities. Because she was like, you ain't stop fronting out here. She's like, I know who the real you are. I figured it out.
Yeah, and then even to the point where, you know, we know he at least wanted to. He meaning the other Asamon or whatever was like, oh, let me go help, and she was like, you ain't even trying to help like that. So, but you know, Genji did, you know, he dropped some wisdom on your girl. You know what I'm saying? He did. So he dropped a little wisdom. He said, you know, like, oh, so you know what I'm saying? You walk the middle path. You know where, you know what I'm saying? You got that's your thing. You know what I'm saying? You got the strength of the man and the softness of a woman or something like that.
And that was dope of him, because he was hating last week, but I'm glad he figured it out before he passed away. Like, you know what? You're gonna be all right, boo. Like, you are cold with that sword, like, but she needed that, unfortunately, to get her in gear. Like, because this is, you know, I get it. This is actually cool that she has this response that this is a terrifying place. And it's like, but it's funny. She ain't scared of no human, even though you can barely call boy a human. But, you know, it is what it is. But I'm glad that he didn't die just like, blah, blah, you're a woman, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, I get it now. My soul is going to be with you. This is my soul. You are worthy of it. It is in good hands. And I like that touch. It's just like, it's too late for me. And I mean, so I think he was bitter, but I think he had some good intentions, but it turned out to be good intentions at the end.
Because I mean, I'm kind of on the fence. I don't think he was a full hater. Like I'm kind of on the fence because he is right. It's similar to like when the movie Prey, and I'll talk about this quickly. In the movie Prey, the Predator film that came out, there was at the end, you see the young lady, she comes back, and everybody's like, "Yay, she came back!" Like she's the chief or whatever now, right? But during this movie, 5 or 6, maybe 7. I'm trying to remember how many went on that hunting party or whatever to like find her, but 6 guys died, and the bottom line is those were all young men. And that's the future of the tribe. We men are, and I know people don't want to hear this, but men are the seed, women are the soil that brings new life. And those men are now gone.
Well, can I just step
So
in
the
and
future
say
of the tribe, it's like, yo, but I know we happy she made it back, but we also lost 6 young men that were like, and I know this sounds very, very cold, but breeding age. You know what I'm saying? These are the men that have the stamina to be creating newness.
Kid, I put a little spin on it, just a speech.
All right.
It takes 2 to keep things going, and since this ain't either one of these shows don't have the technology of artificial insemination, that's how you keep your clan going. So there ain't no, we don't want to diss no women around here on Blurtish or animation.
This isn't about dissing. This is just about like at that time
you had to grow. You had to have people to keep your clan going.
Yeah,
like you got to create.
Yeah, it's like hey, look, it's like in the what is it? In the 3rd Terminator movie, John Connor and I can't remember the girl's name, but she was like, the Terminator was like, "Oh yeah, y'all 2 get together and have kids," and she was like, "Ew, I can't believe that." He was like, "What? You're both young, breeding age. What's the problem?" It's like, like we have to continue. Like we as a species have to continue. Like, why are you acting like this is weird? Like, but of course that's a computer looking at that. But I mean, and not saying that we should be, zeros and ones, but there is a component of like, hey, look,
I think let's just say this. I'll say this, Mike.
You too young to die. Like,
I think
because we need young people to make new young people.
I think we should
so that our tribe continues.
The term breeding, mating, dating, other things. Just a little bit. Let's take the vocabulary up a little bit. Breeding livestock immediately comes to mind. So, folks, again, whoever's listening,
but you know what I mean.
Like, take that like that. Yeah, I know what you mean. Exactly.
Because I mean, it's in the. I mean, check it out. Terminator 3. I know people don't like Rise of the Machines that much, but that's what Terminator says. Arnold says it to them. He's like, "Y'all are breeding age. Like, what's the problem?"
And I mean, it is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But I mean, I guess at the same time, that is how a computer would look at it. It's like, yo, y'all are humans, and if y'all are supposed to make it to the future to fight against us,
you ain't gotta make no lies. A robot, Arnold Schwarzenegger. I'm sorry, man.
So yes, I see where it's like it's a man-woman thing, but it's it's been done on both sides. Like I referenced House of the Dragon, where they were coming to the king and saying, "Hey, we know the queen's been dead, but we need you to make a new king."
I guess to give it another side of it, the Amazons used to have to take the seed from the men and then kill them off, and then that's how they made more Amazons. So that is in the lore, a part of the myth of Amazons and Greek culture. So,
yeah. They would, because
Zeus,
they knew
Zeus was out here, he was only sleeping with the top of the top, and he slept with the mom, but he wasn't trying to make no more of them. He just like, y'all, all right, I created y'all, bye.
He like, all right, y'all,
I holla.
Like y'all out.
Wild boy, Zeus be
by the way, my
she
son.
fine. Let me turn into a cow. I'll be her favorite cow.
And then, oh, by the way, my son who hates everything, Ares, the biggest hater ever, is going to torture you and your fellow sisters in the time because he's just jealous. And his mom hates everything, and his wife had a reason to be a hater, but it's like, well, it's just funny. It starts at the top, man. What I always say, you can't outwork bad management. Zeus, worst management / dad / creator of all time.
But on this, one thing I do like about Sagiri. Sagiri, not only did she take the knowledge, but then she hit you with that Hashira breathing, son. Like she, you had that. She was like,
the age of the samurai is back.
It's all about breathing.
Yo, you gotta get,
Look at
you know what I'm saying? Get your executioner breath right. And then she was like, slice. So
Can I say this though? I'm gonna give
Say,
a
bro,
little shout out. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I think you might have been going where I was going, man. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna let you do your thing,
Oh.
cool? Cause
I'm just gonna say this is gonna sound crazy, but again, I guess when I see traits of a character that represents something in my life, or I see something, I know the guy was a monstrous killer, but then I know people are like, oh, they put that in there, but it's just kind of messed up that maybe, just maybe, he was born in a time where they didn't know what was his condition of why he never felt full, and it drove him berserk. It's like, man, maybe if they had more medicine, or they didn't outcast his kid, or maybe if he was probably rich or something, they would have solved this where he wouldn't be a berserk killer, when he's just like, I don't want to be this way, but I must eat, and I must eat something. Kind of like Galactus. Like, Galactus isn't necessarily evil, but in your perception, he's evil to you. Now, he's done some things that's wrong, and you got to contain him. But I hate to say this again, but I look at my son. My son, a part of his condition, he loves to eat whatever, and he cannot verbalize. And it's like, damn, it's like, I know that might seem far-fetched, but I appreciate her giving him a peaceful death, if that makes sense. If she did it the way it,
because it was definitely on some Tanjiro type, stuff.
To say that you are, I hope that whatever you believe in, whatever it is, I hope that he could get saved to go to that, because he just was born with nobody to. I mean, he had family, but he had a condition that didn't
necessarily. That's why I was going, cool. But I think it hurt. I think you verbalized it a little better than I was. Yeah, bro. I thought it was beautiful in the same way that Tanjiro said someone, man, Tanjiro, these demons, some of them are demons out of jumping on the demon slayer. Some of them are demons out of just cruelty from the world, out of never having received a moment of peace. Yeah. And Tanjiro actually is blessing their soul and sending them to peace. Even if they go in hell, they not.
It may, they believe in reincarnation, so maybe they'll be reincarnated better. I hope that whatever he believes in, that he can be reincarnated without that affliction. But it's like, considering the framework of this era, this is like, still in the samurai era, they wasn't like no compassion, barely. So, and this, again, you could just see that he was born into a working class, regular family. So it wasn't like there was an army around to stop him. So by the time he grew up was like, I'm hungry, had these spells, and he accidentally killed his family, well, then how else are neighbors and villagers going to react to this big baby, this giant baby man? And then he became a bigger giant. He survived until then. I don't even know how they captured him. I would like to see, how the hell did they capture this person? Or did he just turn himself in to eat? You never know. Like,
okay,
right. And it's something they never explored. But yeah, it's great questions, because clearly the Gabimaru can't do nothing with him.
No.
And
he's like, I need you. I need that blade.
Yeah, Yamada.
He's like, I need to distract him while you can do a killing blow.
But also, how strong is Gabimaru? He's like, nah, I can't win, but I can hold him down. Like, Gabby is little. He's still pushing their hand down. So if you ain't that strong,
because he did kick. He like literally kicked him over when he was coming for Sagiri.
What did they say? He has a strong shinobi body. Did they call him a shinobi, or?
I mean, he's a shinobi because he's a ninja.
In the first episode they
gave him some kind of special name when they were referring to him.
He had an extra strong body, and that's why all the torturing and stuff wasn't working.
I mean, he's already like, I know what you're saying, but yeah, he's just used to it. He's used to poison. He's used to that. He's strong. He's vital. He can.
And plus, he's also holding another secret from us, because he definitely knows something about the elixir, because he keeps flashing back to, I assume, his old master, maybe.
Yeah,
his father-in-law / father master. I mean, he said he pretty much believed he took that medicine already, because he's like, remember they showed him where he cut his brains out,
stabbed him in the head,
and he just smiled creepily, like a Ninja Scroll boss. Like,
yeah,
can't kill me.
That's weird.
Yeah, like as strong as Gabby is, his father-in-law scares me more, and he is kind of scared. He like, I do not want my clansmen to come here. Y'all and me ain't gonna make it. He's like, I'm not worried about the demons on this or whatever. The monsters on this island are stupid. It's like whatever's causing this, and my ninja clan are the problems. You like, we
Yeah.
do not need the however you say that.
Like-
Agawar to
You
get
ain't
here.
gotta look too far. My
Mm-mm.
clan is the problem.
Like if y'all can't deal with me, how y'all gonna deal with a bunch of me and some that might be better than me?
True that. True
Yeah,
that.
I don't know if anybody
Because
was better
it's
than
not
him
a
outside of,
guarantee that he's the best. I guess.
Yeah,
If-
outside of his master, I don't think nobody was better than him.
But if they
Hey,
close
'cause-
enough,
Look, everybody was scared of him. He the hollow. He ain't got no blood, no bones, no soul.
well, he did. Oh, girl made him bleed.
Unless he be thinking about his wife, you know what I'm saying? He like, man, I gotta get back to my lady. You know what I'm saying?
But
I get back to my woman.
I love the characterization of Gabby Maru. Like he is, villain, not a villain. Is he a criminal? Is he a killer? Yes. But in this characterization and what you see from him and his motivation, he's like, I don't really like mess with none of y'all, but you know what? I gotta get back to my old lady, like you said. Let's do this. He's like, I don't like
Look.
nobody.
I
What?
don't like none of y'all.
Like,
All three of y'all.
like
All three of y'all.
it is good to see a MC. Shout out to Ninja, to the Ninja Sama. I know she don't like the too sugary, sweet people sometimes. Gabby is as prickly as sour. Even when he's sweet, he's like a Sour Patch Kid. He's sour before he's sweet. Like, and his sweetness is it's a dope. It's just a knob. Just a
You
little
gotta
dab
earn
of sugar.
sweetness with him.
You gotta
'cause
earn
he
that.
don't care otherwise.
Man, I mean,
Yeah.
let's be for real. On a island full of killers, he's
Yeah,
like
he-
the coolest dude. He's
He's
like,
calm.
I mean, because he's not crazy. He can be reasoned with. I feel
Mhm.
like if I was on the island with him, I wouldn't feel in fear for my life. Kunoichi, I'd be scared because I'd be like,
Actually, I'll be
I
honest.
can't sleep around this girl.
I'm scared of all of them because if you do that one thing that Gabby think is in his way, he might chop you. You might not know it's coming because he did almost try to kill old girl. Like, all right, you weak right now. You get out my way and tighten up.
And
Well,
it's
true,
gonna
true,
happen
true.
fast.
If you ain't
I think
tightened up,
Konoichi, boy, she
oh no, you dead. Like, oh no, you
boy,
just
she dirty, boy.
Yeah, that's why
You
I
better
don't
have-
trust her.
you ain't supposed to. If you ain't got information or something she can use for her benefit, and she already told you, she said, I think she's like, I'm on this island. I know we're supposed to kill everybody. Like she already told you her motivations.
True.
Like if it become down to you and her, shout out to Double Dragon. It's coming to return. It's gonna be like the end of Double Dragon. Y'all gonna have to go at it. Somebody gotta die. Cause she gotta get that medicine. I think that is the only truth that she told. I need this for my sister. He needs a
Say,
party.
bro.
Yep.
I shout out to Isaac Clark, man. First time I played Double Dragon, first time we beat the game, me and him playing together. Man, we get to the end of the game and we find out we have to fight each other. I looked at him so sad. I was so disappointed. Boy, that sucker jumped on me and beat the shit out of
He
me.
already when you thinking about it, he already jumped kicking you in the head.
Yeah, I'm feeling bad. He ain't feeling
It's like,
bad.
nah, man, not me.
You gonna put that atomic elbow on you, then flip you like how they do with the leap.
Boy, look, he blues me so quick. I was like, dang, Isaac.
Hey, I just
He's
can't.
like, he
Side
said,
note,
hey, you can win it next time.
me and Mark cannot wait to see what the new Double Dragon will be like. I do wish they wouldn't so as chibi, but I don't mind the animation of it. Shout
I
out,
don't mind at
listen-
all. It looks good to me.
listen to our preview. Me and Mike and Open Mind did a whole breakdown of modern beat 'em ups. This is one thing. This is gonna add this to the entry. Even if it ain't as good, it's still the grandfather of beat 'em ups by the guy who actually coined the term beat 'em up. The legendary. The legend is there. Even though they I ain't gonna say fired him. He's no longer involved with him. He did Double Dragon 4. That thing came and went. He tried to do the original NES thing again, and everybody hated it. Which you could do,
Oh,
but you
man.
can't just ape. Like, if you're going to ape just a regular Double Dragon clone, and you're going to be a clone of yourself, now that's when I say the game need to be $10 and under. And and I don't know, but like you can't just make a straight NES port with nothing. If you're gonna do it like this. Make it. Yeah, I don't mind it being a little goofy, a little cheapy, because there's one game that is cheapy
Yeah,
based, but I
the
guarantee
chibi isn't my favorite, but what'll sell me is if the music is on point. The music
Fight-
got to be good.
Fight and Brawl will wear your hands out, and it's chibi style. I guarantee you, it ain't nothing cute about that. Where they beat the hell out of you. That game is hard. I got it. I played it. I think you can't even save your level progression. I think you got to beat it all the way through. And it ain't even called a roguelike. Now this one says they're gonna have some roguelike elements. I'm curious to how that would work. But also, before I get back on HP, shout out to Devil Dragon for putting a brother in Uncle Matt 10 or whatever, beating up people. That's gonna be our favorite. That's gonna be our favorite character.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? Finally got a brother in the house. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
And he's the garage owner probably. The like the garage they come out and start kicking ass. That's his garage. So I guess he decided to join in the fight. Shout out them for writers putting in little hitches and things like that. Let's go ahead and create a garage owner. Like, why are the Lee brothers in this garage in the first place? So they just out there with their car hanging out, with their woman getting punched in the stomach.
You did bring up the term brothers, and we do have some brothers on the island. Now they're not brothers on the island, but they are brothers on the island. Shouts to Toma and Chobe, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
I'ma just say for nutritional and health aspects
Ugh.
for your future, it
Nasty.
might not be smart to drink the blood of this unknown creature, alien monster
That
thing.
sucker is so gross. That sucker said, "It's that the blood of the blood of the animals is the body fluids. The bodily fluids of animals is your water when you're in the mountains.
I mean,
I'm not
Oh,
living
man.
in the mountains.
His brother was like, I don't know if that's edible. He's like, I'm not eating it. I'm drinking it. I'm like, see,
Bruh.
let me see. You know what? You know what?
how-
I can't. You're so stupid. I can't even get started off of that.
I just like, bro, you got it. I just hope you don't die. Like, this is how COVID gets started, y'all. This is how this ish gets spread around.
That's how the
Nonsense.
zombie apocalypse breaks out. You know what I'm saying?
Like he's eating a zombie dead god thing. Like,
Yeah,
bro,
it's
you,
like,
ain't mu-
I
you may not
don't-
even supposed
you
to
know
touch
what that's
it.
gonna do to you?
But let's drink it. Like the butterfly, you can't even let the butterflies touch you on this planet. I mean, on this realm, or this
Bruh.
island.
Also, the butterflies. Yo, Coop told me
finally
about
saw-
these butterflies.
Finally
When
saw.
I finally saw the butterflies, I was like, "Oh, yo, that is creepy."
Yeah, we out of here.
With a little
I'm
Buddha
so
face.
out of there.
And it's
Yeah,
like butterflies.
y'all ain't gonna pardon me. I ain't gonna get
Butterflies
this
don't
pardon. I
sting
ain't
in
gonna
real
find this thing, y'all. I ain't gonna make it.
This butterfly wasp killer thing. It's like, oh, fresh meat. Haha. Scoop.
And then you can't even leave
Touch
the
it.
island because the island is surrounded.
By
First, it
crickets.
has an incoming current. Seems like all the time,
Yep.
and it's surrounded by a whole bunch of down ships because there's some kind of kraken out there, like you said.
Bruh.
so,
It's
I
the
guess
Bermuda
Chobe
Triangle.
is just like, yo, look, man, we ain't got no food, so I'm gonna just have to eat this. You know what I'm saying?
See, I mean, props to him.
I mean, they ain't no Chick-fil-A out there. They ain't no Roost Chris. They ain't no Food Lion or Kroger or you know what I'm saying, Vons.
Yeah.
Or nothing. They ain't got nothing out there.
Just eat grass, man. I don't know, bro. I just my thing is this. Like, I know that brothers, they both were like human and you saw them as kids. I know his life been rough. They life both been rough. How his brother stayed like a normal person. I guess he kept his looks and whatever, which came as a good asset. But oh boy, like, how did he get this tough? Like,
I guess because he did everything that he had to do to like keep his brother safe. I guess so. He got strongest. I guess.
Yeah.
Uh,
But you know what? We were just talking about Tanjiro and Nezuko. Shout out to them. I
Yeah.
hope that there isn't any type. I slightly wonder if there's a betrayal coming. I can.
I don't know.
The reason, and I don't think it will come from the older brother, because I think he do loves his little brother unconditionally, and he's like, this is who we are. However, and I mean maybe I'm off, but his little brother did assimilate into being a samurai. He always wanted to be a samurai. They were sons of samurais.
True.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket. I do think they both get brutally murdered together. Is probably the answer. They go out like criminal brothers, and
Well, I mean, they might get murdered by these two butt naked girls they saw, cause they just chilling in the
Naked
woods.
girls and they
you know,
was kissing.
they was just up in the woods. You know what I'm saying,
this
living
is
it
the
up.
part- we are 6 episodes in, so they only got 7 episodes, and the show still finds a way to get weirder.
Yeah, because it's like
We only got
what?
one episode left.
No, so we got
Oh no,
7.
no, we got 7 left.
Seven.
Okay, I
Got
got it.
7. But still, they throwing you curveballs at the halfway point. So whatever is at I don't know if this is the center of the island, are they all going towards it? Well, they found a city. They found 2 ferries or something.
yeah, because Gabimaru they came up on that I guess that village or whatever they were talking about, and Chobe seems to think that that's some kind of legend, like the Shin Sinkyo, and I'm probably
Yeah.
screwing that up. But for all my Japanese speaking people, don't be mad at the brother. I'm doing my best. It's not my first language. So anyway, at least the brothers are like, Chobe is like, that's some legend. I don't believe in it. And Gabimaru, and the Kunoichi, they standing there, so it's not a legend no more. And then we got 2 freaks on the dance floor. So we got
Dance floor. They on a lily pad, a flower. I don't know where they at.
they were on top on some like statue or whatever.
Yeah, listening to Madonna talking about get into the groove.
This
Where
is
you
where
got to prove your love to me.
All I
I'm
can
like,
say
"Damn,
is-
what y'all into?
Of course, this show isn't for kids. That shit, I ain't the only thing, but this show is definitely not for kids.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
like y'all couldn't find like a little hut or something. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there?
Bruh, this show is rated TVMA. You lucky you ain't seeing more.
Yes.
it's
But I'm
like,
like, I'm surprised they didn't have like a little, like a little hut or a little,
Mike,
oh,
they on
no,
they
no.
they on they island. They on they
Well,
island.
yeah, that's true. It's my island.
say
I do
you
what I want. I'm
trespassing.
free. You know what I'm saying? They might
I'm
be
free
one
on
of
my
them free
island.
love people. That's like it's free love and the energies and just
It's gonna be
feel
some
what you
energies,
wanna
all
feel.
right.
I'm like, look,
Hey, they were glowy, so I don't know. They
They glowing?
probably some
They probably
monster gods or something.
oh they about to have fun with these 2 brothers.
I'm
Something it's gonna go one or 2 ways. It's about to be some action. It's about to be some sorrow.
I'm gonna tell
It's
you
about
like
to be
this.
some action, or it's gonna be some action. It's just a
Yeah.
kind of action that
Yeah, the action you choose.
we need to anticipate.
Yeah, because if I was those brothers or one of those brothers, I'd be like, I would just whisper to him. I'd be like, back away slow.
Oh, it's too late.
Back,
You ain't.
just back away.
To be
Back
honest,
away real slow.
you know what I thought was gonna happen? You know, like when you meet the mermaid. What's it in?
The sirens.
The sirens where they just like they look
Ah.
pretty, then they just start yelling like ah. I thought it was gonna like run. I thought that was about to happen because they like, who interrupts our love making session? Who the
That
hell are
might-
you people?
That might be how the next episode starts up too. It might
Like,
be like,
oh, you gonna
it might
interrupt
be like,
us?
what? It's like, oh, do your thing. It just-
Oh, we sorry. We'll see ourselves
Girl,
out.
look, we just don't even pay attention. We're not even here. Just keep doing what you're doing.
I got a feeling they'll immediately pop up right behind them. Like, yeah, I think they about to be a higher life form that you got to deal with or entertain.
yeah,
with.
it's gonna be the what is it, Tomo or Tomi and Chobe? I don't think they might not be long for this world.
Or you know what? I think one of them gonna make it to the last call for alcohol or whatever. Fall for it all. I don't think both of them make it. I think they got the worst pick of the litter.
Yeah, one of them might
They
be
got the worst.
sacrificing themselves soon to save the other one.
yeah, that's it.
They got
I think
whatever
the wild
it
brother
is.
he gonna sacrifice himself for the pretty brother. The brother
doubt
that look
it.
like a girl. I kept thinking he
absolutely.
was a girl. Like
I actually
is that a
doubt it.
girl?
I I think the younger brother's gonna sacrifice himself if he don't. Either he gonna sacrifice himself or he gonna do something scandalous. But if since they kind of coming up with these two, maybe my first theory is wrong. I think he's going to want his brother to go because he's like, you always looked out for me. You went to jail and you stronger. See this through, carry our clan through. Even though technically, I guess if they went the other way, where his brother can be the good, upstanding person to solve their father's name. But I think the older brother had let it all, like he's let it all go. He's like, our dad did what he did, and he stood up, and he got killed by this shogunate or whatever. I don't care about none of these people. Whereas I think the other brother, would fold back into proper society because that's kind of where he wanted to go. But I think he eventually gives it up. I mean, the younger brother is the weaker brother. Like he's strong as hell still, but he ain't.
It seems. I think. Well, at least the way they position it is that the younger brother is the weaker brother. But then every time they show him doing something, it's like mad sweet. So
yeah, he ain't like he's weaker to his brother. Other people, not so much.
It makes sense.
He's kind of like the evil version of the chivalrous. I ain't gonna say evil, but the darker version of the chivalrous samurai.
All right. Well, Hell's Paradise has been dope. I'm gonna go and set that to the side. To wrap us up, Mr. Cooper, if you could let us know, because I know you've been watching some stuff this night. We've been talking about all the things that creep under your bed, stuff in the basement, stuff in the closet, but help us. You know what I'm saying? Get back into the light. I'm sure you've been watching some slice of life, something that's nice, something that's, where people ain't killing each other. You know what I'm saying? Where people can enjoy themselves. What you got for us this week?
To be honest, I'm going to just give a nod. Well, I guess it was more chill, but we didn't really go into Witch of Mercury. I'll do a quick thing. Witch of Mercury, like I said, her mama is crazy. Her mama is crazy, and she's gonna lead them all to oblivion. And Silhouetta, as much as I do love Silhouetta. She got to eventually fit. Like I said, the biggest thing is her mom and getting over mom. And I love how her friend said, so if your mama told you to go kill people, whatever, you just gonna do it? She's like, I probably would. So I like that. As much as that's why I said, don't let her feel like she's scared of everything. Fool you, Mike. Like she can't be a killer. Like, don't get it twisted. She like, I love my mom, and was that. She's like, she just don't have. The problem is somebody who has societal issues, maybe not been socialized right, and we know the secret of her sister, her older sister or whatever, is the spirit inside Ariel. However the hell that happened by accident. I guess she got merged in with that storm thing, and maybe because she was little, it didn't. It just happened. So they can use that to either heal people or to break people. And since she is more of a construct, she's gonna follow her mom and she's gonna to do whatever. So maybe her sister don't have it yet. We know in a lot of these shows that maybe the goodness will prevail. The two sisters will do what they need to do. But as of now, and knowing how Gundam usually goes, if this is going to last a few things, we got way more political stuff to go through and war. But just that. I love the seriousness of Gundam, like for real, like as a TV show. Like if this was live action, I would still be digging it because the writing is that solid, and they're starting to touch upon every little faction of how everybody feel, from the Earthians to the double dealings of the Spacians, and old boy who done kidnapped his father. And his goals that he's like actually a quasi-terrorist, but he believes the Earthians got reason to be bad, but are they doing the right methods? Are they about to lead them back into another space war? And innocent people on Earth gonna get got? Yeah, I don't feel bad for the Spacians at all, but then I kind of don't really rock with what the Earthians are doing, but you got to kind of protect yourself. But at the same time, whoever saw Jerk, I mispronounced his name, Jay, however you say it, the older brother of that house, the son who had to go away, who wound up killing his father. And seeing his arc of him starting to see both sides of this, he's living as an Earthian. He helped the Earthian child, even though I think she still died. He tried, and that hurt him. He at least didn't get killed. Old boy was like, you know what? our mission is over. Do what the hell you want to do. It's like I could kill you, but man, you ain't worth nothing. Like your daddy dead, your company broke, and you probably a
So,
good
he
man on the
said you
slick.
broke. You ain't
that
got
whole
nothing.
that whole hostage episode, the hostage, and then the way the space ends were coming in, like this is the gray. This is so gray. Like I have to go back and see how did it get to this bad, but I can't say the only people who are truly innocent in this are the children who have to be born into this hellish space Cold War, this pretend space Cold War, because there is a lot of war and terrorism going on. They just ain't got full on war going on. But what's so crazy is they supposed to kind of be in an alliance together. What the hell? Like I noticed, like what do you do outside the solar system? Like what if there's other aliens that invade? Y'all up here killing each other and living it up through the companies and all this. And I can't wait to see what's gonna happen with Project Quiet Zero.
You know what? You've got a point with that last statement about what if there's what if there's aliens and stuff, because we don't really get, at least in the Gundam that I've seen or remember, we don't really get a lot of like alien intervention.
You don't
So-
because the humans are the worst thing. It's really just about the Cold War, but it's like if all of these people from Earth who are Earthian background, who years and years ago fled this Earth that they destroyed, and they basically just Earthlings who populate other planets. And I know that's far out. Like that ain't really Gundam's vibe. It just shows to show you like I guess whoever created it, they probably looking at it from like imperialistic China and Japan, the way that they were
Yeah.
spreading themselves around, and then everybody in between get destroyed, like from or have to deal with a fight for their freedoms. And then you see these war-torn children, and they always make it a point to show that it's like who are the victims of war, and that's kind of like Gundam at its crux. Besides the giant robots and the super science and all that, but I'm digging the show, man. Everybody is bringing it. I just glad we didn't have to wait to the end to show that Suleta's mama is insane, but she has every right to be because she lost her husband, she lost her child. She went, and she's like, you know what? We gonna do this super science, and then she like, I got cases on all you people. Oh, you think you ain't gonna help me?
I got cases on all you.
She like, you another witch. You trying to play it like you gotta do this, like, but then you create like artificial humans. I don't want to hear. She like, I don't want to hear that. It's like, oh, you gonna help me? And it's like, oh, girl ain't gonna make it. I just feel like that lady gonna get killed. She know too much, and she gonna be the first one to get gone. If Suleta's mom don't pull the trigger herself, because she got that pistol on her, and her partner do too.
You got me hype. I got to catch up on Witch from Mercury. You got me hype. I got to catch up.
I'm just saying, bro. That's what I said. Don't worry about the Hogwarts stuff. Like that's cool. That's cute. Even the show, they were like, "Oh, I want you to get married to your bride." It's like, look, cool. We're friends. Maybe we'll date. I don't know. Don't worry about that right now. We got stuff to do. They're like, we got to take over these presidencies.
Yeah, because I'm
We gotta
still
save these
at the
corporations.
point. I'm only like maybe like 5 episodes in or something like that. So
Yeah, it
I'm
just
still
gets-
I'm still real young in the game on that.
Oh, so you still kind of like on the first core. So yeah, once you get past the space, the first combatant thing with the Earthians, it gets dark. The tone is changed. It's pretty much Cold War leading up to possible war, more corporate espionage. Like the show shifts. Like it just kind of like let you in. This is the world. Ha ha ha. You think it's cute? You think it's gonna be about school, huh? Nope.
It's gonna be
it's
about
real
school and some, I don't know, highly irresponsible adults.
Oh, there's a bunch
Like-
of highly irresponsible adults, but they're all killing each other.
I was like, so who's letting these kids fighting these things? Like, where's the principal?
He in there fighting too.
I'm
Like,
like, who-
He
The
got
pri-
throw hands too.
principal, look, they daddies tell the principal probably what to do. Okay?
Yeah, you're right.
Like you don't worry about no principal. They ain't no principal. There is no principalities in here except for money, the corporations, morals. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, don't worry about all that.
All it is who got the power, who controls stuff, and who got the right. Even the president. Well, the president got to watch over his shoulder because you ain't watch all of it. But it gets everybody can get it. everybody.
All right, that's what's up. That's what's up.
That's all you need to know.
Well,
even-
guys, look, we have kept y'all, you know what I'm saying, for a while. Y'all look, y'all got all kinds of knowledge and information. Holler at us in the comments. Let us know what you watching, what you feeling, you know what I'm saying, what's your favorite show right now, you know what I'm saying, what you getting into. I'm gonna get into Blue Lock sooner or later because
I might try
everything
it
y'all
too.
everything you guys mentioned, I put it in my watch list. I'll just, you know what I'm saying, when I get a chance, I'll watch it later. But I'm gonna throw it to Mark Dub. Tell the people where they can find
I'm Mark Dub on IG. I'm Mark Dub 44 on the Twitter.
you.
I'm Mark Wallace on Facebook. And y'all, I'm doing stand up. So y'all, hey man, when I get some dates lined up, I'll let y'all know. Y'all come through and come holler at your boy. Come check me out.
Yo,
I'll post some
man,
videos
look,
and stuff.
if you performing when I'm in there, you know what I'm saying, you know I'm gonna record you, you know I got you. You know what I'm saying? So,
You know what? Maybe that needs to happen. Maybe
you know
that
what I'm
needs to
saying?
happen. We figure that out.
Word up, word up. All right, and Coop, where can they find you?
Yeah, you can find us at www.blerd-ish.com. That's www.blurs.com. Search sales should be kicked off next week. And at the end of May, next events will be Hot Art Cool Nights in Mid-City Baton Rouge. I will be at French Truck Coffee slinging books from all your favorite creatives and some manga as well, and art prints as well. So that's one of our semi-annual nights. It'll be from 6 to like 9, but I might be hanging out right across at the arcade or wherever down there around the way, and see our homies Lazy Nerds at his store. Same night he'll be hosting people, and Red Stick Reads. Also after that, I will be June 3rd, Art Night. Yes, it's just called Art Night, I know. But it'll be at the Smiling Dog on Sherwood Forest in Baton Rouge. Shout out to Brill. And then end of June, be back in Jackson, Mississippi for the Mississippi Comic Con. And then further out, you'll catch me with these wonderful people August 5th and 6th at the Mid City Microcon, the first weekend of August. We'll be out there 2 days and free
It's
to come
lit.
in. Come in, check us out. We will be on a panel together as well. So
Oh yeah.
find me at blerd.ish on IG. Also Blerdish on Facebook, and Keith Cooper on Facebook as well.
All right, that's what I'm talking about. And NERD, SOUL, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, podcast, all that jazz. You know the deal. Holla at us, share it, like, comment, subscribe. That's how you help us get larger so that we can make more stuff, so that we can have more conversations. And it's all a win-win for all of us. You know what I'm saying? You get more content, we get to hang out more. Like, look, man, I don't know what's stopping you. Go in and open up your phone. You know what I'm saying? Send this to your friends and your friends' friends, your mama, your cousin, your daddy, your sister too. You know what I'm saying? Please, if you
Don't be
will,
greedy.
won't you come? But
Don't
anyway,
be greedy with content. Share the content. It's
yeah,
for
don't
everybody.
be greedy. Don't be
Yeah,
one of them
man.
people that's like
Don't
they,
be
you
wait-
want your artist all to yourself, and then when they blow up, be like, man, I liked it when it was underground.
Don't
Like,
be
you
waiting
know-
for that weird sci-fi link to share Black Media. How about that?
Oh man, so
Inside joke. We ain't going no further. than that.
from
Sorry.
us to y'all, much love, and until the next possession, until the next beheading, until the next random makeout session on the top of a broken statue. This is from us to you saying peace.
Peace.
Hey man, gotta show love sometimes. They just sharing love. That's all. They're sharing love.
Oh boy, yeah, they share love, all right.